So the story is that I bought these pens. Not these pens specifically. These I bought on eBay. But I originally bought a version of these back in 1997. That was a long time ago. They actually hardly make these anymore. I mean, they do, but they're more niche because architects don't use technical pens anymore. Everything is basically digital now. So I started to draw again, and I tried to look for these, but I couldn't find them. So I needed to buy something, and I said to myself, there must be something cheaper. So I came across this listing for the Isomar Techno Art. Now, the Rapidograph brand new costs $140. The Isomar Techno Art, according to this listing, they're about $45, which is, reasonable. So I decided I wanted to buy it, but they're not sold anywhere in America. So I didn't want to take a risk, put my credit card in some website I was not familiar with. So I came across a listing from one of the art websites that I frequent, Jerry's Artorama. And I found these. These are nib replacements for the Isomar Techno Art. And they happen to be on clearance because they stopped selling them. So I decided to pick them up. They're only $2 each. They arrived in these little boxes, as you can see here. As soon as I got them, I realized that in order to have a complete pen, I was going to have to create something to hold the nibs. So lo and behold, I went to Thingiverse and I found these rod ring grips. So I 3D printed them. I then checked to see if the nibs fit the grip, and unfortunately it didn't. But with some adjustments in my slicer, I made it work. So like every other pen, this pen needed a cap. There was no cap on Thingiverse, so I decided not to model it and use my 3D printer slicer, Bamboo Studio, and actually chop off a part of the grip, the part with the threads, and then bring the bottom of the grip that has this cross part. I mean, you don't really need it, but I thought it'd be a cool detail to put in. Again, using my slicer, I joined the shortened cap and the small piece together. I then printed them out and I tried to put it on the nib. Unfortunately, there's a little brim around these here, which was preventing the cap from actually closing on the nib. So I grabbed my ultrasonic knife and I went to town and cut as much as I could. After a lot of cutting, it fit in. And now everything works. So the thing I wanted to emphasize also is that the reason I wanted to keep this cap in is because obviously there's going to be ink inside these. And I don't want the ink to dry inside the pens. These pens can be a little cumbersome to clean. And keeping this cap in will probably keep some of the air out. And it will prevent the ink from drying inside the nib. So I created these pens, right? But if you look at the Rapidographs, they have a cool carrying case. Now obviously it's really big, it's not very portable, but it is a carrying case nonetheless. So I wanted to create something for these pens. So I went on Thingiverse and Printables and Maker World, and I couldn't find anything that would fit these pens. So I went ahead and created this. Now, I'm gonna put a time lapse on the screen right now so you can see the process. I'm not gonna go into the nitty-gritty of actually showing you how to create things in CAD because I've done that already. And if you wanna see any of my other videos, I'm gonna put one in the corner somewhere here. So the case itself, one issue that I had originally was that this thing here, this wall here was too close to the pens. And the pens, I wasn't going to be able to take them out. But now I have enough space to put my fingertip to pull them out one by one. The reason I have this here is for accessories. Maybe to hold ink reservoirs, maybe an extra nib, or something else that may come later. And I created a small groove on the sides that stopped by this wall. And I made it as tight as possible because I wanted it to stay on. The reason the groove is in the middle is because if I put it on the bottom, I was afraid that it was going to come out and it was going to be too loose. And this way it has a track to go on. And now basically I have a carrying case. So I ended up buying these rapidographs to replace the ones I misplaced while the nibs were en route. I saw an enticing listing on eBay that was reasonably cheap. But when they arrived, they were all crowded up, which is the reason I wanted to keep the factory cap on the isomers, because I don't want this to happen to them. But I was able to save the rapidographs by cleaning them. I used the cleaner from the company that makes the pens, and it ended up looking pretty good. It was actually not that bad. So at the end of the day, I will use the rapidographs to draw, and I probably won't be using the isomers. Honestly, they look a bit flimsy and a bit cheap if I'm being honest, which is probably why they aren't sold in the US anymore. The isomers were, at the end of the day, a proof of concept. Like I said, the nibs are $2 plus shipping. It came out to like $20. The rapidographs came out to $40 shipped on eBay. So in reality, I didn't save much. But I'm glad I made these. It was a fun challenge and I'm very proud of it. It was also my pleasure to share this process with you guys. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just here to have fun. And if you can't have fun doing what you like, then why do it at all? I mean, was this worth it? Maybe. I mean, this is why it's so important to have CAD skills and a 3D printer. You literally can create anything that fits in your build plate. And with some planning and patience, you can create bigger things. Like I said, I'm very proud of this. And I will be putting all the models on Thingiverse. Links in the description. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoy the content, or maybe my personality, subscribe. And if you don't, hey, I can't please everyone. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Peace.